Benvenuti, scholars. Today, we're going to teach you how to write a paper in just a handful of minutes. Do you have a paper due by midnight tonight? Well, we're going to show you how to get that done quickly. For the point of simplicity, most academic papers can be broken into 5 basic sections. The introduction, and then 3 body paragraphs that come from the thesis in the introduction and the conclusion. The quick way to gauge how much writing you need to do is simply take the word count of the assignment and divide it by 1/8 for how long your introduction should be, 1/4 for each body section, and then 1/8 again for the conclusion. And that will tell you how many words should be in each of those sections. So let's get started. With the introduction, it's best to start with an attention grabber, then provide background with citations, and then a thesis statement with 3 supporting reasons. This is often called the 3-pronged thesis. Okay, let's get started with the attention grabber. This is that opening statement that engages the reader's attention, like man bites dog. Or, in a specific example that will continue out through this video, organizations that fail to lead to failure. The background in the introduction section briefly sets the stage for the thesis. In this example that we're about to get into, the thesis has 3 reasons in it, and those 3 are modeling, rewarding, and correcting. So in this case, as you set the background, you'd probably provide 1 to 2 sources for each of those points that are in the thesis. All right, now moving on to the thesis. The thesis makes an assertion. It in essence explains so what to the reader. Why am I reading this paper and what am I going to get from it? And under that assertion, there should be 3 supporting reasons. Your thesis should use terms like due to or because. Let's look at an example. Leadership is vital to an organization's success because it models and rewards correct behaviors while correcting unwanted behaviors. Now you'll see in this thesis statement, I have 3 supporting reasons in there and I numbered them for you. When you write your thesis statement, of course, you're not going to put the numbers in there. But this is an example of an assertion that tells the reader why you're writing this paper. Okay, we've written the introduction. Now we're moving on to the 3 body paragraphs of your paper, sections 1, 2, and 3. These are your supporting reasons taken straight from your thesis statement. So we'll start this way. We'll create a level 2 APA 7 heading with the title of the first supporting reason, or second or third, depending on where you are. Then we'll begin the first paragraph with that supporting reason that we took from the introduction and from the thesis. Let's continue with an example. Effective leadership models desired follower behaviors. And then we would build the rest of that section underneath that. I want to make a point about paragraph structure. Each paragraph that you write should start with a topic sentence. This is almost like a small thesis for that paragraph. We call it the topic sentence. Then you're going to follow that with evidence. The evidence is what you cite. Then you're going to provide the analysis and synthesis of that evidence, and that's your inference. This is your critical thinking. And then finally, you're going to connect to the topic sentence or the thesis of the paper. It's important to note that generally your first and last sentence of each paragraph usually aren't cited. And as per APA, paragraphs are 3 or more sentences, and you as a scholar want to balance between being too brief and too lengthy. Okay, we've written the introduction and the body of the paper. Now we're on to the conclusion. We're in the home stretch because the conclusion is the easiest section of an academic paper to write. As some people like to say, in the conclusion, you're simply going to tell them what you told them. And we start by restating the thesis. So then you're going to briefly note the evidence that was the base of those supporting reasons. Then concisely reintroduce the analysis and synthesis behind those supporting reasons. And finally, finish with a point to ponder. So let me give you an example to bring it all together. Leadership serves as a key to an organization's success. Effective leadership models and rewards correct behaviors while correcting unwanted behavior. This evidence suggests that organizations that prepare leaders to model, reward, and correct appropriately may produce better organizations. This posits that organizations that fail to lead may be leading to failure. We've gone through this really quickly, but I want to leave you with a tool. So if you go to the more information below, you'll see that I've left a printable for you. Simply take this printable template and use it to fill in the blanks with the elements that we just discussed, and there is a separate page for you to fill in the citations that you're going to refer to. And this worksheet will help you get from zero to a full academic paper quickly. Wow, we just went over a lot of information in a short period of time, but I hope it was helpful to you. Let us know if these short videos are the most helpful to you. We've done longer videos also, and we're trying to figure out how we best serve you. Let me help you get to graduation.